Tonight, 39 families who lived on base at MacDill just filed a lawsuit against the company that runs its privatized housing.
Those families claim they lived in mold-ridden homes and their pleas for help were met with corporate indifference. The complaint states the defendants have a, quote, cartel-like hold on the housing monopoly.
Our investigative reporter Kylie McGivern first broke this story last week, taking you inside some of those homes. And tonight, Kylie is here with us with the shocking allegations of fraud, negligence, and the health problems suffered by service members and their children. Kylie?
Yes, Paul and Wendy, the 218-page lawsuit reads like a book and tells the stories of families who claim they did not know they were living with toxic mold until they developed health problems they could not explain. Walking into Lieutenant Eric Prevost's home in Harbor Bay, it looks like a safe haven.
We've made this house a home, right?
But it's what Prevost couldn't see, he now says, harbored hidden dangers.
I literally felt like I was dying for months.
A lawsuit filed against the Michaels organization says in the spring of 2024, Lieutenant Prevost's health deteriorated, including blood pressure spikes that led to multiple emergency room visits and a 3-day hospitalization.
I've had a ton of medical issues starting in April of last year. As you can see, that's not even half in 1 year.
According to the suit, in June, an independent inspector tested and inspected the home.
It's all been sampled, it's all been confirmed that it is in fact mold growth.
Thick mold coated the entire HVAC system and the home was deemed unfit for human occupancy. Prevost made several calls to report the problem, and when Harbor Bay eventually sent a contractor to the home, the workers told Prevost that as soon as they opened the panel, the smell nearly knocked them off their feet. They also asked if they could pray for him and his family.
There's mold growth in here that's potentially harmful.
Major John Jensen is another plaintiff in the lawsuit.
My daughter coughed consistently for the last 2-3 years.
Before moving into this home in 2021, the lawsuit says the Harbor Bay Housing Office told Jensen that they needed time to turn the house from the previous tenant. Jensen's wife suffered from debilitating migraines and now experiences tremors requiring neurological treatment. Jensen experienced fatigue and mental health issues, and their daughter developed respiratory issues at Thanksgiving 2024 that persisted until they vacated the home.
We are supposed to protect Lily, and she's suffering in this every day for 4 years. It was difficult.
Difficult discovering what was right under their feet. Bring me back to that moment that you saw some of this.
Yeah, we were doing a second mold inspection. The boards were already starting to buckle. One board had kind of come up and popped, and we kind of looked under it. It was in this area we found some of the mold, and then it just kept going.
The day of their move out, the Jensens received the 7-year history of their home from Harbor Bay. This document revealed that the home had been flooded and underwent purported remediation immediately before their move-in, and that previous tenants had reported mold, with one writing, "My wife and I have been sick. Can you check for mold?"
There wasn't, hey, we acknowledge that there's mold in your house. That's a problem on post. Nothing. It's silence. The silence is deafening.
I had pneumonia for 2 months.
For 2 months?
From November till December 2024.
Technical Sergeant Juan Torres also moved his family into Harbor Bay in 2021.
This is a 4-year commitment where I said, I trust you with my life. I trust you with my health. And, it's just gone.
The lawsuit says in June of 2025, the Torres family hired a third-party mold inspector. Testing revealed extremely toxic levels of molds throughout the home, including Stachybotrys, black mold, in the HVAC system. When you got the confirmation that there is an issue of mold in your home, what went through your mind?
I was in shock. I was in shock because my wife would tell me all these things about her being sick and her headaches getting worse over time, and I'm like, well, maybe is the weather, maybe is the allergies. I was skeptic up until that point. Knowing that you and your family were exposed to that air for so long, I can't believe that the people that I entrusted my family to failed me. And it makes you angry.
Michaels, the housing provider, told us late today we are not in receipt of this litigation and it would be inappropriate for us to comment at this time. Our priority has always been the well-being of our Harbor Bay residents. MacDill says its leadership remains actively engaged in holding Harbor Bay and the Michaels organization accountable to their contract. Now, according to the lawsuit, Michaels took over ownership of a company that had a 50-year lease to privatize military housing at MacDill. That agreement is not due to expire until the year 2057. I'm I-Team reporter Kylie McGivern, Tampa Bay 28.